on today's show, was Hitler that bad? Can amputees become travellers? Can fool's gold fool the Irish? And can daffodils really tell that you're lactose intolerant? All this coming on We Can't All Be Winners. Now over to a small Mexican girl named Steve. Do you want to introduce yourself, Miles? That's Miles is joining me today. Also joining me is Nick. Say hi, Nick.
Hello.
Susan. Jennifer. Peter Andre.
I just prefer Nick, if I'm honest with you.
You can have whoever you want to be, mate. Right, do you want to read out what we're doing today, Miles? Just read out some of those things. We'll talk about the others.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Crazy X, RuneScape genders, birthdays. Does that say marriage? It says marriage, and I thought it said miscarriage, and I was like, we're going a complete different direction with this podcast, aren't we? So it just says OCD Shrek, miscarriage. Well.
That says marriage. That's exactly how it's spelled.
Marriage, I-G-E.
I think so.
No, it's not.
Mariage.
It's I-A-G-E.
Yeah.
You're missing a name.
Sorry.
Damn it,
Nick.
Nick. Not good enough. That's it. I'm out.
Yeah. It's a bit of a short episode. We'll see you next week. No. Okay, so how's your week been? Miles, what have you been up to, mate?
Fuck me, straight to me. Liam.
Who?
Liam.
Oh, yeah?
Liam invited me round and showed around his house yesterday. Bear in mind, he lives in MK, which is about just under
such a trek.
an hour drive, just under. Yeah. So, knowing that, if we're going to go for a drink, we'd have to stay over.
But his roommate's so swell, that's like instinctive enough to go.
Wow. Yeah, so you said you stay over, yeah? And he said, oh, there's loads of room for you, assuming that we'd stay in a bed. There's two of us, one of him, yeah? You go there, and after having a few drinks, like, enough so Shannon couldn't drive, she telling us he was sleeping on the sofa. And, like, we played one drinking game, like a tiny drinking game when no one was drunk. And then after that, I was like, I'm really tired, I want to go to bed. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I've been here like an hour. Literally like an hour.
Yeah.
And you're going to go to bed. You invited us round to a place that we can't go home from because we drove here. And you're going to go to bed and just leave us set up with Ryan as well.
I would have slipped him some drugs.
I literally said, I'm not coming around again. That's it. I'm not coming around your house again. All the way there for you to go to bed. Imagine, like...
I wouldn't, yeah.
Anyone doing that to you?
No.
What a fucking prick. Liam, I fucking hate you.
Hey Liam, how's it going, man? been a while. You still wearing that shirt? Good.
Jack had a gig on Friday.
He did.
That 2/3 of this room didn't go to.
Yeah, no, I was going to, but I didn't, because my car's absolutely fucked. And I'm poor as fuck, and Mum made tuna burgers, so...
Well, I can't bother. Like, it was too far for me to go to spend that much money on the lineup that I didn't really like, because I don't know any of the bands. I know of the Sonic Booms.
Yeah.
They're ska. Are they ska? Apparently.
I thought they were just like sort of techno-y.
I thought they were like pop punky kind of.
They're
like
kind of their own
ska.
thing.
Yeah, they're kind of like
But I
Hadouken-y.
didn't care for it. And then everyone kept asking me last minute, but it wasn't really like, Miles, do you want to... I don't think it was like to say, oh, do you want to come to a gig? It's more like, from everybody, do you want to come here and make sure that we sell tickets?
Yeah.
So no, I wasn't down for that. And then went to Liam's instead, which is an equally bad night, but at least it was a freer night. Yeah.
For you, didn't have to pay money for petrol.
Actually, I did. I gave my girlfriend some money for petrol.
Oh, wow.
For today and tomorrow. She's taking me to my mother's for Mother's Day. I asked
Good
my
place to go for Mother's
Asked
Day.
my mum what she wanted for Mother's Day, and her proper King's End answer, when we used to
Just codeine and depression.
no, I was like, what do you want for Mother's Day? She's like, you know, Backy.
I fucking love your mum.
Just tobacco.
That
for
time,
Mother's Day.
that time we went over. I mean, every time we go over, it's a fucking train wreck. It's such a good laugh.
Yeah, the walls are busted in because my brother, like,
Yeah,
all like
the dogs
stairs. The stairs upstairs, all the wooden beams are like smashed through.
Yeah.
All the light fixtures are punched in. So you can't flick a light on and off because he's just gone, what can I inconvenience the most while I'm angry? Punch to a light switch. Punch, light switch. And he busts his light switches, which is a massive inconvenience.
A huge inconvenience.
Right, you go to someone's house, instead of starting a fight with them, or you can recover in a week, just punch out their light switch. That light ain't going to come on ever again.
I've actually still got plasterboard in my hand from the time I got really fucked off with internet lag. So I smashed my light switch and I ended up getting plasterboard caught in my hand. It's still in there.
Talking about the internet and computers quickly.
Go on then.
I found out years ago, and it makes me laugh after it happened when I calm down a bit. But I realised I never do this to people. But I only do
dogs.
I only do this to technology. So I'm on a computer or anything.
Oh, yeah.
And it's lagging or getting, and like it does just something makes me frustrated, and it keeps recurring. I instantly go to spit at it. because I know I can't hit it because I'll break it and it's mine.
I've recently taken to doing that also.
So, but if I spit on it,
Speaking
I
of
can
my
clean it
dog.
up, but I'm like, that fucking showed you, computer. And just wipe it off afterwards. I'm not going to do this at work. Just on the phone, just like, yeah, well, take that PC, you shit.
Please don't sonic boom me.
But no, I noticed as I lean back and I go, oh, no, don't spit on the computer. It's done nothing to you.
Nicholas, how's your week been?
It's
Anything
been
good?
okay. It's been pretty dreadful, actually.
Life's hard, isn't it, mate?
It is.
Any key points which just stood up to you? Any sort of women started on you? Any sort of dogs pissed in your feet on
Look
a
at
subway?
This photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
Every time I do it makes me laugh. Anything good?
No, it's been okay. There's been a couple of different things going on. I've got lots of stuff going on at the moment. I mean, my day job working in a shop up in a certain village outlet is, good fun.
Your night job as a performing transgender? How's that
Yeah, I mean that's going really well. I mean, I'm picking up the sort of the extra
Clients,
additional,
as you would
the
say
additional
legally.
revenue. Clients, yeah. Some of them like me to dance. Some of them like me to do other things.
Some of them like me to
Do
spit
your
in
little
my own
dance.
mouth.
Miles paid
Get
me the
down
other
tonight.
night. They just paid me to sit there and cry.
I did.
Is that Miles' dad?
And I couldn't bother to spit at you, so I told you to spit up in the air and catch it back in your own mouth.
It was a good night.
Yeah.
That's all from me.
We had a good night. Once.
Till the Fire Nation attacked.
No. Well, when we found you when you were down, or you found your house. And we
Mate,
went out for
what
whiskies.
a night.
That was a good night.
That was a really good night.
That's
That
pretty
was
fucking sick,
the
mate.
last time I really got drunk, I think.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't that night where I kept
That was when you fucking pricked out first, you dickhead.
And then everyone else pricked out on Oxford.
Yeah, then everyone... So, like... Oh, we'll go back to the other story in a second, because this fucking wound me up, and it really... I know myself, I know I get wound up, and then I fuck everyone else regardless, yeah? Do you know what I
You
mean?
fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. But,
Morty.
so, at the beginning of that conversation, I was in Oxford with my girlfriend, and I haven't seen everyone in ages, yeah? So I want to organise to go out with everyone, do you know what I mean? And that's when I started adding everyone to that group originally. And it's the first thing I said, and I screenshot about 19 screenshots of saying it and sent it back to him because I said the entire way through, oh, do you want to go to Oxford? We've all been a bit, and that was the original plan. And you must remember that. I said Oxford, yeah? And that's when you said you couldn't afford to go to Oxford, and that's why you didn't come.
It was me who said
Allegedly.
I didn't say I couldn't afford to go. I said I had some stuff to sort out.
Yeah, but it was Oxford, right?
Yeah.
That was what we spoke about.
Yeah.
So all the way through until the day, about 2 hours before we meet up, everyone was like, oh yeah, do you want to go out to Hobson? I was like, well, we're going to Oxford. And they're like, when was this arranged? I was like, what? So fucking, like, furious. And they're all like, oh, I can't go out to mate, can't afford it. I was like, well, why didn't you tell me that a week and a half ago?
Miles had the biggest tantrum in the
I
world.
was so fucking pissed off. No, like, Joe was like, yeah, fuck you being autistic. Name me one time that you did that. And I sent him 19 screenshots of all the times I mentioned and other people mentioned going to Oxford.
Miles had a tantrum and had to go and have a bath to calm down.
Yeah,
we had to start
honestly.
messaging his girlfriend to find out what was going on, the cuck.
I organised this, got to the point where I was so angry, I was like, well, you can fucking all meet up, I'm not coming!
But
fucking pissed me off.
That's what I did.
that night we went out with Nick, because he was down.
I was like, who's Nick? Oh.
Yeah, that was fucking good, because I got into that sort of drunk state where I get mischievous, and I know you do also, hence why you tried to rob his cheese.
What do you mean try?
You robbed his cheese, sorry, yeah. Well, it wasn't really cheese when you got it home.
No, it
was
in
this
fact,
blue
I put it in my fridge, and then when I woke up the next day, it was crawling across my bedroom room and opened both doors. That was, honestly, it wasn't even like blue or green, it was rainbow coloured.
I think just because of the situation,
I opened the bag and it was like, oh, fucking close the door, you can't. I had to shut the bag out quickly, it was getting aggressive.
I am changing here.
I think the cheese decided to commit suicide.
You were like, well, that's not my cheese. I'm like, wait, it's definitely your cheese. It's like, but that's brand new. I'm like, lie! Lie on. Bullshit.
When I got home from walking you home...
Aye. You walked me home, that was very pleasant, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I walked Miles home and then walked back through King's End in a bow tie and braces. I looked the part, a velvet jacket, walking home.
And only got raped twice.
No, I saw some young scruffian. He drove up near me, got out of the car smoking a joint. I'm like, hello. He was like, oh, excuse me, mate. Do you know where King's End is? And I was like, you are in it, my good sir. Whoa, man! Radical, dude! And he was like, nah, okay, cool. Do you know, like, whereabouts I can get to, like... And he was saying something like, what's that pub? Which is now closed down and now completely flats and houses.
Centurion.
That's it.
Yeah,
He's like,
same.
do you know where that is? The playing fields for that, or at least the alleyway there. And I was like, ha, you're meeting some friends, are you? He went, yeah, I gotta meet some friends. And I'm like, I do, yeah, just drive along here. You just keep driving straight and you'll be there in seconds. He's like, oh, cool, man. Do you want this joint? I was like, yeah, I do. No, I took the joint. He's like, I wanted it back. I was like, oh, okay. And I just kept walking. And he had to sort of come back to me and take it from me and then get back in his car and drive off. And that's the time I witnessed someone committing illicit crimes. But yeah, I got back to Sam's and wasn't really tired at this point, so decided to start up his Xbox. And I played Rocket League until about 8 in the morning.
I love Rocket League.
It's my favourite game at the minute.
I could have imagined that guy coming out the car and be like, hey man, do you know where King's End is? And you're like, yeah, you in it, mate? He's like, oh, sick, whoa, dude, yeah. Oh, look at that, that's a really nice tie you've got there, mate. Yeah, that's really good shoes. Oh, I wish I had myself some shoes like that. Give me your fucking shoes, mate. Give me your fucking shoes.
Or do you want to swap those shoes for this joint?
Now that's the deal.
And then he starts stabbing you.
Yeah, with the joint and the shoes.
That's not a joint, that's a knife. He's just smoking a knife. Oh, he got me good.
I don't have the knife, you have the knife. I looked down at my hand and the knife's in my hand, he's back with the joint. That's how I met a magician.
Like a BoJack Horseman, it's like, is this a broom or a gun? Let's just face each other and shoot to find out.
Oh, man. Yeah, so my week's been great, thanks for fucking asking. It's been the worst week of my life, legit.
By saying worst week of life legit,
So
this
far.
has to be... So far. So,
Yeah.
So it's worse than breaking up with your
59
fiancé with them.
Yep.
When you're with your fiancé.
Because that was
worse.
one day, and then I proceeded to have a very few good days before that and after it, because I just got fucking blackout drunk, don't remember.
Okay, go on. I will grade you.
It doesn't seem that big, but it's just loads of things kept mounting up, and I just didn't need it. I'm poor as fuck. I'm so in debt. I had I've been getting these letters through my door, and it's to Mr. or Mrs. Davies, Flynn Davies. Getting my dress wrong.
They're just covering all the all the areas just in case you're a mix of transgender. Yeah,
that's it.
To
Yeah.
Mr. or Mrs. or XO XY.
Could demigod Flynn? Fucking man. So I started getting these letters through the door. Been getting them for about 3 months now. And I assumed they were fake because I went onto the website for the company and it's basically saying you owe us money. So I went onto the website for the company. It said we've been getting loads of scam letters sent out under our address. Don't believe it. So I didn't. And then it got to like my third and final warning. They were like, we're going to send the bailiffs round. So I thought, go on then. I'll see what this is about. So
and then Tommy the Hat and Steve the Fingers come over your house, both with like Popeye arms, just punching through the wall. Not even hitting one knocking the door, just see one punch and one brick perfectly comes out like Jenga and launches across your living room like a rock skimming on the water. Takes out your dog.
Anyway, so I decided to ring the company up and thought, I'll have a go with this. And I was joking around about it at work. And I was just explaining to her, like, oh yeah, some fucking scam company. I'm going to ring them up, we're going to have a laugh. Everyone listening, it's going to be hilarious. I'm going to rip the shit out of them. So I rang them up, and they were German as shit. They're like, Guten Tag! And I went, oh, for fuck's sake. Right, do you speak English? She went, a little. And I went, I need a lottle. Can you get me someone who speaks a lottle English? And she went, I don't understand. I went, get me English, man. So she went and got an English bloke. And at this point, I'm all going bravado. Fucking got these cards. Yeah. Fucking these. Anyway, so some English fella answered it and goes, hello? And I was like, hey man, how's it going? Anyway, we get loads of letters from you saying I owe you fellas money. And I don't think that's possible. Because I haven't bought anything. I haven't done anything online. I'm not paid for it. Like, he's like, oh, okay. What is your reference number? So I read it out to him, like a fucking 25-digit code. And he went, okay, I'm just checking for you now. And I had it on loudspeaker.
25-digit code now for just like, so what we've done here is we've given you 200 Microsoft points on Xbox Live.
Anyway, got to sort of, it was checking it up. They were on loudspeaker as well because I was having a laugh at their expense because they were foreign and I was going to rip the shit out of them. And it came through.
Does the story end up with you getting
the shit ripped out of me.
Yeah, and
by my
everyone's
entire
laughing.
because he went, okay, and yeah, here it is. It's Pornhub Premium, and I went, ah, shit, is it? And everyone went, I just fucking looked at me in the office, and I went, yeah, no, that was mine. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, that probably wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. I'll check my bank account. It wasn't me, mate.
I swear I'm a man.
So anyway, I sort of told him all this, and he was like, "Well, it was," and I was like, "Nah, it wasn't me, nah." And after that, I sort of put the phone down, and I started to realise I'm in a lot of shit because I did buy Pornhub Premium, I didn't cancel my subscription, and then money didn't get taken out of my account when it should have. And so then I had to face everyone in the office because I had also told everyone downstairs what was happening as well. So it was everyone in my company who works with me knows what was happening. Because I also went and got a girl who speaks downstairs who speaks in German. I tried to get her to come up and translate it all for me. And yes, everyone fucking knew that I had a Pornhub Premium account I didn't pay for. So that wasn't great. I don't really care about that so much. It was just the fact I now have even less money. Then I was fucking driving home at midnight and I hit a pothole. And blew my tyre. I was like, for fuck's sake, that's even more money that comes out. So
And now I've cancelled my subscription. I can't even wank it off.
well, that's what I was pissed off about. I got really shit-faced over Christmas and bought a Pornhub subscription.
What I don't understand is, if you were to partake in just watching porn, I've never known anyone actually outraged to buy it.
It was all right. I remember.
What's the difference between the free stuff and
no ads, better videos.
No ads. I've never seen an ad for porn, like during porn.
I am Liz.
I haven't lived because I haven't seen the ads.
I think what it was is I got so pissed off with watching videos where I don't get a happy ending. It always just cuts off just before she's sort of like, yeah, come on, face. And I got bored of that, so I was like, I need some real action.
Can you edit that out? I didn't really enjoy watching him do that.
So yeah, that was pretty fucking awful. Then yeah, hit a pothole, blew my tyre. By the time I put the spare tyre on, I got out my car, realised that my car's boot had been leaking, and so it rotted the spare tyre, so there was no air in the spare. She's out of band. So I was fucking fucked off about that to get Dad to come and blow it up for me. So Dad turns up and blows it up for me. Freudian slip. Then what else happened? Shit day at work. Oh yeah, I got diagnosed with ADHD, if you can believe that. And so I'm going to be made normal on a fuckload of Ritalin. So you may see a real difference in me. This was the week I decided I'm not going to do drugs anymore. So it's been really fucking hard for me. And now I'm at that point where today I decided to clean my car because I had nothing better to do, and that's why this week has been shit.
So Flynn,
Yes, mate.
do you want to hear
Yeah, I do.
something that happened earlier with Nick here?
Yeah.
With Susan.
Jennifer.
So this is a true story. It happened today.
I believe you.
Yep. So do you know how you and Jack go around telling and joking to everyone that I'm autistic?
I'm not telling and joking to everyone. You are autistic.
Shut up. Yeah?
Case in point.
Fuck off. So obviously Alice has got in on that joke. Well, might not have got on the joke. You just said it to her. Well, she told Susan over here this about a year ago, and ever since then, he's genuinely thought I've been autistic.
You are.
Shut up.
Are you honestly telling me you're not autistic?
I'm not autistic. And then today, I almost spat then. And then today, we're talking about work, and it's like, he leant in, like, really serious, and went, are you going to tell them that you are? And I was like, tell them what? And he went, are you going to tell them that you're autistic? Like, looked me in the eye really genuine, and I was like, I looked at her, I literally just went, fuck off, mate. And it's like, what? What? I didn't mean to offend you, I just asked you to tell them. I'm like, tell them what? It was like, I thought you're autistic. And I was like, who told you that? It was like, Alice told me that. Alice said that you're autistic and all that. I'm like, oh, you guys can fuck off. But he's thought, ever since he's known me until
so
today,
much is clicking in place.
that I'm autistic. You fucking chodes, all of you.
You know, to be fair, mate, you haven't been diagnosed with it. But if I had to put money on someone in this room being autistic,
it would be you.
It would be you.
Fuck off.
Yeah. So, fuck. Wow. Well done. Talk about autistic.
Acoustic. Talk about autistic. So why are you dressing like an Australian man?
I don't know, man. I have not done any washing.
Why is your chest so red but your arms so white?
I'm drinking and I get heat rash when I drink.
Oh yeah,
Legit.
But only there, yeah.
No, I get heat rash across here and sometimes on my forearms. But
You know,
not so much.
like in Britain, yeah.
No.
Where we
Go on, explain this avid concept to me.
You're the typical person, Flynn, where you get one glimpse of sun, and all of a sudden you're wearing that.
Flip flops and the jelly shoes. The old school gel shoes you got back in fucking school.
I saw that all over town today, where we live in our residence. There was everywhere, people in t-shirts. Like, it's definitely not cold. It's definitely not warm enough for a t-shirt.
I really don't deal well with the heat at all. Like, even in the middle of winter, I sleep with a fan on, and so this is why I have the vest.
I always am a fan because like when you're cold at night, you can warm up piss easy, but when you're boiling hot at night, it's so hard to cool down.
Case in point.
Today, Jack was like, I can't remember the conversation. One of the youth workers, whatever woman, was like, "Oh, you always wear those shoes. I always see these in shoes." I was like, "Because I normally wear them when I go to work." Do you know what I mean? I was out last night, so I wore those in here now. And Jack was like, "Yeah, but why are you wearing them? You wear them for like 4 years, mate." I was like, "Yeah, 4 years. They ain't broken. They're fucking good shoes.
They're fucking good shoes.
If I've worn them for 4 years, and they haven't nothing split." They're good shoes.
He's having a go at you for wearing the same shit.
Yeah, right.
He wears 3/4 lengths, those shitty turquoise, whatever the blue slip-on shoes he wears.
Yeah, and no socks.
A Primark t-shirt, usually something with a sort of semi-racist slogan, like "No Juan ever."
That's what I thought straight away.
Call back to the pilot, that is.
Or the taco one.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, my sister's back from boarding school. That's what I wanted to tell you. Sis came back from boarding school yesterday.
It's his sister, not his sister cousin.
Yeah.
And for everyone doesn't know,
He's all inbred over here.
For everyone doesn't know, Flynn has a biological sister and a cousin that they adopted many moons ago that has been brought up as his sister. But so sister, then a sister cousin.
And then there's the sisters.
And then there's your cousin, and then there's your dad's sister, who dresses up like one of your sisters just to try to fool you. Like, Dad, like stop kissing me.
That peak.
Anyway, yeah, so she's back. And whenever she comes back, she's always like, because she goes to like a Catholic school. So she's everyone has to be really, really nice. Everyone's really posh. Everyone has to be like on their best behavior.
Everyone makes sure when they go behind her, they have to hold her back so she doesn't get spooked.
It's genuine shit like that. Anyway, so she came back yesterday and she was like, I said the word bender and she flipped the fuck out. She's like, "You can't say bender.
Put your hand out. Let's all hit it with a slice of fish."
And then,
the Irish did, right?
then she keeps doing stuff like that. She keeps having a go at me for every word I said. And then she said something like, "Oh, this house looks a lot bigger." I went, "Can you please not use that word?" She went, "Bigger." "Oh, stop using the B word." She went, "Bigger." I went, "Stop saying bigger!" Because of the N word.
Yeah, no, I got that, but I don't understand. It's just because it rhymes. Don't you do poetry at me.
Be quiet! Be quiet! What does be quiet
Thou
mean?
shalt not. Earlier, I was gonna say, but you kept rambling on, so I stopped.
How dare I?
I wanted to ask Susan over here. Have you heard of YouTube Red?
You have to pay for it, right?
Eventually, but have you heard of YouTube Red?
Yes.
Do you know about YouTube Red?
Yes.
Do you know about it's basically like a new Netflix kind of thing where they make their own programs as well.
Yes.
And there's no adverts, and you can close the YouTube app.
What a waste of money.
Yeah, you see, it'd be fuck off. But it'll be exactly the same as Spotify.
There's an app already out there for free that allows you to listen to YouTube when you close the app.
What's
Endorsement.
that?
Go on.
Just look at it. Just search it.
Or you can stop being a specky prick and just tell us why we're here.
Well, I don't remember it, but it does exist.
Yeah,
'Cause I've used it.
One of those guys that, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, what? Prove it. I don't remember it, mate. I swear though.
I've happened to a friend of mine. I got it wrong.
Well,
you did, Kyle.
just
Kill yourself.
just
You fucking spaghetti.
next.
Right. So there was this one time, right, where I was single. It was a good time, and
Then you found out your parents were very aggressive.
only when they drink.
Which is always.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Actually, I want to tell you about. I love your parents.
my parents are the
I
best.
fucking love your parents. They're so nice. Very nice people.
They are genuinely
Yeah.
good people.
Big them up. Get them on the show. Get them on the show.
That will never
Respect that,
happen.
Right.
I've already asked to get my dad on the show, and he spat in my wine. Yeah. So when I was single,
He spat in the bottle before pouring it.
Let's
and
just
then
play.
poured it.
Let's just play a small game. How middle class are you? He was annoyed at me and he spat in my wine.
this isn't a game. It's a really shit song.
There you go. Susan has spoken.
Spit in his drink.
Drop the mic. Nice. Right. So when I was
It
single,
really hurt my ears
Oh,
because
wait.
the headphones on.
Mate.
That's all right. Yeah, go on.
Oh, you don't know, are you? Sick. Yeah. when I was single, went on a lot
So the
of
other day,
dates.
Sam. No.
Fucking cunt. Knock you the fuck out. I went on a lot of shit dates. And you know about some of them.
Yeah, go on.
Oftentimes I was catfished. You done? Yeah? Oftentimes I was catfished. Some of the best ones was where they were never looking like their profile picture. Do you remember that time I turned up to the hall with that one?
I'm going to stop you there and let you continue. Yeah. So
Thanks.
I've
You're going to stop me and then let me continue.
Yeah, stop it there. Go on. No. Flynn has been out with many girls when he was single.
All different shapes and sizes.
And I was about to say that. This is just a true story, Kyle. All the girls have different shaped faces. He's been out with one and I've never seen a girl like it before.
Yeah.
She was all right looking, wasn't a bad person. Other than a feminist, had
Square
like
Millie?
spine problems.
Square Millie.
She had a square face.
Fibromyalgia?
I mean, like, have you ever seen Crimson Chin? She had like a jawline, like a block of Lego.
She looked like the cartoon Joker.
Good looking, but had like a muscular, like a right angle jawline both sides.
Oh
yeah.
my!
She was right.
And
she
then,
was right.
then,
I
she
liked
went,
her.
then she.
I think I may know her.
You
I
better
don't think
do.
so. You might do.
And then he brought another girl in that was quite on the big side.
Oh my
Because of
god,
that,
she was
circular.
circular.
Perfectly circle. Do you know what I mean?
This is what I was
I don't
on
mean
about.
like if she was round, like not take the fat joke out of it. I mean her face was perfectly circular.
You know when you
Regardless of
draw a
size,
snowman
it was perfectly like
with a compass.
yeah, it was perfectly circular. Oh my god!
And then there was the triangle.
yes. Who was the triangle? I can't remember who
Down
it was.
syndrome Millie.
What?
Down syndrome Millie. I can't say that. We'll blur that one out.
That's all right.
Yeah.
What's the nice word for Down syndrome? Like the politically correct.
Downy.
Special needs.
Mom.
Special needs. But then you're just doing the whole lot because the whole lot would be special needs if
They're
you're
all the
talking.
same, really, isn't it?
Down syndrome.
It's all
is...
they're all the
Sorry,
same.
hang on. Did you think Down syndrome was an insult? It's a genuine medical condition.
No, I know that, but I mean people don't like people saying it because special needs. Fuck, don't make me look like a goon here.
Don't make you look like a retard.
Special needs.
Oh, that whole bit's getting cut. Anyway,
You're getting cut.
so that circle one was the one I wanted to bring up to. So we've been messaging online, and I had a free evening. I was dropping my dad off at the pub, and I had his car, so I was like, you know what, I can pick you up. We'll have a night out in Oxford, it'd be good. She got in the car. I went and picked her up from Oxford. She got in the car. First thing I said to her was, how old is your profile picture? Like, it just sank. It was a 4x4, and we were grating along the
Was
ground.
that when you first met her?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you brought her over, and I was like, you already had a day planned beforehand, so you couldn't not do it. You went to say gig, didn't you?
Oh no, that I'm coming up to that. What happened was I said we'd just go and get a drink, and she was like, "Oh shit, I left my ID at home." I was like, "That's perfect. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to a pub I know people at, and then I'm just gonna fucking leave her there, and hopefully she'll get ID'd on the door, and I'm going in anyway." So we went to the Hob. We drove all the way from Oxford to Bicester.
Yep.
Went in the Hob just so I could find you and be like, "Fucking help me." And we were stood there, and straight away, Joe. I was going to sort of blank his name, but he was like...
Philip,
sort of-
probably.
He was, yeah. And then I just looked at you and you were staring at me. And you looked at her and then you looked back at me and I said, this is... I forgot her name, whatever it was. And you didn't even look at her, you just went, hi. Just staring at me. And when she started talking back to Joe, you just mouthed, she's round. And I just had to mouth back, help me.
True story.
So then anyway, I drove her back and I was like, oh yeah, my dad needs picking up soon. She was like, oh, I'm really hungry. And I had to sort of bite my tongue to stop me from saying, no shit. And she was like, oh, there's a really good ice cream bar here on Cowley Road. Let's go here. I was like, oh, fucking hell, come on then.
There's a really good grease bar over here. It just sells
Just some
cones of
grease.
butter. Do you know how many toppings? We had margarine, sunflower oil.
Olive oil, and I can't believe it's not butter.
And just one of those old school troughs that they pull down a wire and like a circular tube pulls down. Just puts a mouth around it. She was big, by the way. I'm not just making fun.
She was round.
She was big. She was large.
Anyway, so she was like,
She was
oh,
large.
Fucking went in there, and I was like, I don't really want anything. You repulse me. And
Long drink.
oh, cheers, mate.
I've opened it.
And so she ordered like everything, and we ate that. She ate
I'll
that.
take the souffle.
Took her back home, and I was like, okay, man, I'll drop you off here. I'll see you in a bit. Get out of my car, sort of thing. So she got out of my car, and I started texting my dad saying SOS, like, I'm coming to pick you up, where you at? And in doing so, I looked back up because she hadn't left my car. She was halfway out it, and she dived across the car and just started trying to kiss me. And I panicked, and I just went, "Oh, I don't consent." Just like, and I could taste it. It was bad. Anyway, so I kind of sort of drew that off and was like, "Sir, no, the screen's gone off, Nick." Sorry, the screen went off there. And,
you said you got this. You have not got this.
You's a liar.
You've got nothing on
Anyway, so I thought that was it. I was done and dusted with her. I get a message from her on Friday saying she's bought me tickets to go and see Low in Atlantis.
Was it the day after?
She messaged me the week after. I just ignored her for that time. Then she messaged me on the Friday saying she's bought us tickets to go see Low in Atlantis on Friday that night. And I was like, fuck. Because I like this band, but I don't like her. So I was like, I'm going to go.
And you should have invited a hotter girl to meet you there, where she gives you a ticket, say thanks, and then like have the girl behind you that she doesn't know, and just take it out of her hand and turn around.
Yeah.
And start talking to the other girl.
Genius. Well, I actually met up with... Do you remember that Ollie guy who used to be in our band?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't like him, I know. That's fair enough.
No, he dicked us
we
over,
used to be really good friends. And so we were at... he came to the gig with me as well, so I met with him first. We ended up pre-drinking at his, then going to the gig.
Right.
And so I met her in there. She gave me my ticket outside, we went in together, and I said, I'm just going out for a smoke. As soon as I walked in.
I don't know if this was you or who I was with, but I went to a gig once and met you or someone else there.
Oh yeah, go on.
Town. Was that gig?
Me and you went up to Reading.
No, but I met you at a gig. We didn't go together, but I think you were there. So it was you or someone else? I can't remember.
Not me, man.
Anyway, good.
We've always been to gigs together. Like lovers do.
Huh.
Yeah, so as soon as I got there, went straight outside for a smoke, came back in, went straight into the mosh pits, was in the mosh pits the entire night. I was fucking dead. I didn't want to be. I just didn't want to be near her. So that was... Yeah, she was large. I don't even think about fat people. She was also really boring. And then she came out... When I came out, I was like, I'm just going to fucking stagger back to my car and just leave my car. She found me as I came out. She's like, oh, I've cleared it up. My mum, you can stay at mine tonight. I was like, fuck, it's a bed, I guess, at least. I'll go, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. So, we walked back to hers. I think we got a bus. I can't remember. I was paralysing at this point. We got to hers, and she was like, "We're gonna have sex." And I was like, "Oh, okay, righto."
Is this what women feel like all the time?
I think it is. And she was like, "I'm just gonna go and have a shower. Do you want one?" I was like, "I'll have one after you." When she was in the shower, I tuned her guitar, snapped a string. Then I remembered I was supposed to take my meds, and at this time, the medication I was on, they were like, the sleeping pills as well as antidepressants. So metazapine, for those who don't know. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to take 3. So I took 3. By the time she got out of the shower, I'd passed out, couldn't wake up. Woke up before she was awake in the morning, had a wank, left. Got a McDonald's fry up on the way home, came on her bed, left. Never switched her again.
Fucking... that was a roller coaster.
It's probably the dickest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm not proud of it, but, you know, it makes for a hell of a story.
The dickest thing I've ever done.
That and breaking up with a girl because her dad had died.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm only laughing because we spoke about it before.
Yeah. One of the dickest things I ever did that was planned was a girl... broke up with a girl and she broke my heart.
Oh my god,
so
yeah.
I promised my friend at the time that I would get her to fall back in love with me, and I'll do the same to her. And this plan took like 2 years. Yeah, and it was at a house party. You can ask Jack this. It's at his house party, and she came. And that night, it was at Jack's house party, Granny's house.
All right.
And she was at that house party. She was like, "Oh, I love you, Miles." And as soon as she said it, I was like, "Boom, done." That house party, the first drunk girl there. She's just like, "Do you want to have?" Yes. I told her the next day. She's on the phone like crying. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? I'm like, "Cause you did it to me." 1 second. 2 years. 6 sort of days ago. And that was it. Took like 2 years of plan.
For those of you
that
listening,
was the dickest
Miles
thing I
mimed
did.
like he was checking through a calendar.
I did.
What's the dickest thing you've ever done to a girl, Sam? Mike? Nick?
Have sex with?
Woo! There it is! Woo! There it is! We'll edit that out. Carry on. Mike peeking.
Did you just spit? Words all go.
The dickest thing I've ever done.
I can't hear you on the.
Hello. I muted myself whilst you were talking so that you couldn't hear me itching. I have a serious itching problem.
Called hives.
No, it's not that.
I know
Actually.
it is.
It's called stage 4 skin cancer.
No, I think it's called depression.
Wow.
Depression is pretty itchy, I would say. That's probably the
I
one
just want
reason.
you to know, depression memes were 2016, 2017 is wholesome memes. You need to get off that bandwagon and get on with the upper lives.
What's the upper lives?
Swell gains.
Swell gains? Swans?
Um,
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty much, mate.
Shooting stars?
Anything, really.
Anything.
Gonna be a
Right.
bumhole. Be a
What did you
bumhole.
ask me again?
We'll come back to you, yeah? I think so. You don't want to talk about it on air, do you? Maybe the...
Cut.
Yeah, okay.
Let's move on.
Yourself.
Righto. So that was me being catfished, and that was... there was also that time in Birmingham where I met this girl online. She was lovely. I really got on well with her, but, like, online only. And I drove all the way to Birmingham to go see her. I paid someone to finish my shift. I bought her flowers, bought her chocolates, didn't bring enough. I looked amazing. Got there, and I was like, please, for the love of Christ, when she came to the door, let this be your sister. She was big. She was a lovely girl, but she had, like, crippling anxiety. I seem to have a fetish for that. And she was just, like, fucking... She wouldn't talk for the entire thing, and I just was talking to her grandparents. She lived with her grandparents, and they were just, like, telling me how good I am and how great I am and how...
Whilst you're
fun
sat
for
there
her.
vigorously jacking off. Yeah, I'm great. You're all
It
great.
was so weird. I turned up, and they'd already cooked me a vegetarian dinner with a large glass of red wine. I'm like, fucking, that's mine. But I sat there, and her granddad sat at the other end of the long table, just sat there not eating, just staring at me and just talking to me about stuff. And I'm like, this is creepy. And then we played a bit of Far Cry, and I was like, this is so fucking awkward. She wouldn't talk. So
Hello,
I did.
Flynn. I know you're eating your dinner, but let's take a minute and go into the B room.
Yeah. So anyway, I realised very quickly this just wasn't going to work, and so I panicked and I did the thing which every real gentleman would do, and I got my mum to ring me up and say my dog was dead. So I had to drive home. And that's why I called you up on the way home on the M40, and I was like, you were like, how'd it go? I was like, she was round. Yeah.
Thing is, I don't mind because I don't know many guys that do this. Maybe because I don't really look
Have
for guys.
vaginas.
No, but a lot of women do that nowadays. That they have like a picture or something, and they'd be like the shoulders up and stuff, and they just like won't. Do you know what I mean? So you can't find out. And
Yeah.
you go, and I don't want to go to people's head that change their picture or like have a picture like that. Because when you
I've
go,
never needed to because I'm just fucking gorgeous.
shut up. But you're going to see
Swans.
them. So I understand how it works. You're going to see them.
Yeah.
Do you know-
At a certain point, it's going to come clear.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Than you would with looking good. Maybe I'd sleep with you more.
How long do you usually make these things?
About half hour normally. What are we hitting?
40.
40. Oh, cool. Should we
Kill
call
it.
it then? Miles, do the honours.
Kill it.